In a city that has witnessed its share of tragedy and triumph, a palpable sense of unease hangs heavy in the air today. The familiar wail of sirens, a daily soundtrack to our lives, now carries a more somber note, a painful echo of the shocking events that unfolded in the heart of our city. A blaze that tore through a historic downtown building has left more than just scorched earth and shattered windows in its wake. It has struck at the very soul of Firehouse 51, leaving one of its most beloved members, Lieutenant Christopher Herrmann, in a battle for his life. For the tight-knit family of firefighters and paramedics at 51, and for the countless Chicagoans who have come to see them as their own, the news is a brutal blow. Herrmann, a man whose gruff exterior has always failed to conceal a heart of pure gold, is now lying in a hospital bed at Gaffney Chicago Medical Center. The very hands that have pulled so many from the jaws of death are now still, his fate resting in the skilled hands of the city's finest doctors. The fire, a monstrous, multi-alarm inferno that painted the night sky in terrifying hues of orange and red, was a beast of a blaze. It devoured the century-old structure with a relentless hunger, its greedy flames licking at the foundations of our city's history. And into that maelstrom, as they always do, went the brave men and women of Firehouse 51. Eyewitnesses at the scene describe a chaotic and terrifying tableau. The air was thick with the acrid smell of burning history, a choking testament to the ferocity of the fire. Debris rained down like deadly confetti, and the roar of the flames was a deafening, primal scream. It was in this crucible of chaos that Herrmann, leading his team with the unwavering courage that has defined his career, made a split-second decision that will forever be etched in the annals of the Chicago Fire Department. A section of the roof, weakened by the intense heat, groaned under the immense pressure. A rookie firefighter, fresh-faced and barely out of the academy, was directly in its path, his eyes wide with a terror that only a near-death experience can induce. Without a moment's hesitation, Herrmann, in a selfless act of pure instinct, shoved the young firefighter to safety, taking the full force of the collapsing structure upon himself. The silence that followed was more deafening than the roar of the fire. For a heart-stopping moment, the world seemed to stand still. Then, a collective cry of anguish as his fellow firefighters, his brothers and sisters in arms, rushed to his side, their faces a mixture of disbelief and frantic determination. The journey to Gaffney was a blur of flashing lights and desperate prayers. The sterile white walls of the emergency room, a place that has seen so much of 51's triumphs and tragedies, now held a somber vigil for one of their own. The usually bustling corridors were hushed, the air thick with an unspoken fear. Inside, the medical team, led by the unwavering Dr. Will Halstead, worked tirelessly. The initial reports were grim, a laundry list of injuries that would make even the most seasoned medical professional flinch. But this is Herrmann we're talking about, a man forged in the fires of Chicago, a man with a spirit as indomitable as the city he serves. As news of Herrmann's accident spread, a wave of shock and grief washed over the city. From the bustling streets of the Loop to the quiet, tree-lined avenues of the suburbs, Chicagoans were united in their concern. Molly's, the beloved pub that Herrmann co-owns, became an impromptu gathering place, a sanctuary where friends and strangers alike could share their fears and hopes, their voices a low murmur of shared anxiety. The outpouring of support has been a testament to the man Herrmann is. He is more than just a firefighter. He is a husband, a father of 5, a mentor, a friend. He's the guy who will always have a story to tell, a shoulder to lean on, and a mischievous twinkle in his eye. He's the heart and soul of Firehouse 51, the steady hand that guides them through the darkest of nights. And now, as he lies in that hospital bed, his family, both by blood and by bond, keeps a constant vigil. His wife, Cindy, a pillar of strength in the face of unimaginable fear, has not left his side. The members of 51, their faces etched with worry, come and go in a somber procession, their usual boisterous camaraderie replaced by a quiet, shared hope. The road ahead for Herrmann is uncertain. The doctors speak in hushed tones of a long and arduous recovery. But if there's one thing we know about Christopher Herrmann, it's that he is a fighter. He has faced down countless fires, stared death in the face more times than we can count, and has always emerged scared but unbroken.